Hi, welcome back to Life Explained series. Today we will understand how to move above pain and pleasure. So we have to understand that life works in duality. If there is a pain, then there is a pleasure also. But one has to understand that we have to move above this pain and pleasure. The physical appearance of pain and pleasure to the physical body and physical sense organs. So one has to understand we have to move above the pain and pleasure in order to gain the knowledge. Where you are feeling this pain and pleasure, this pleasure and pain is in the mind. The physical body gives the experience of that pain and pleasure. But one has to understand that we are a purified soul living in this physical body. We are the spiritual entity living in this physical body, whose main work is to gain knowledge, moving above the ignorance of pain and pleasure. Pain and pleasure is just the ignorance of the physical sense organs. We are as soul not having any pain or pleasure. So one has to understand to move above the pain and pleasure. As you have seen the lotus in any lake or a pond, you see the petals of the lotus when the rain falls over it. The droplets of that rainwater moves down, but the lotus leaves are not affected that. It lives in the water, but all the petals are above the water, unaffected by the lake or pond water. In the same way as the lotus lives in the water, but the petals of the lotus are unaffected by the water, and when the rain drops over it, it slips down, and the leaves of the petals of the lotus leaves is not affected. In the same way, a human being, a spiritual being who has taken the form of human being, should live in the society, should live in samsara, but live as a lotus flower. He should live in the society, live in the public, but he should live like a lotus flower, unaffected by the society or the people or the situation around him. He should live like that. So the petals of the lotus are not affected by the surroundings, same way the spiritual being, a knowledgeable being, should not be affected by the society or the situation around him. Same thing, when a water falls over the petal, it doesn't become wet. So same way, pain and pleasure are given by the nature in order to make the spirit gain knowledge. So that we have to live just like the flower, that pain and pleasure will not affect our presence. So this was our knowledge. Next, as the wind blows, you have seen when you sit near a mountain or any forest, wind blows with the fragrance of flowers, nature, leaves, greenery. So it carries the different fragrance of flowers or anything. A cold breeze flows and you smell that fragrance. The wind is the carrier of that fragrance. It blows through different gardens, different flowers, different trees, and it carries the fragrance of that beautiful rose, beautiful lily, so that it carries it in it. But the wind is not affected by that fragrance. It is just a carrier of that fragrance. In the same way, our life, there is pain and pleasure, but we are just a carrier of that. we should not be affected by that. So pain and pleasure are given by the nature in order to raise the consciousness level of the human being. To understand that we are not the physical body, we are not all the five senses. Five senses are given to us in order to raise the conscious level. Our eyes, our ears, our sense organs, all the five taste buds, all these are given to experience their nature and to raise our conscious level to a higher conscious level and to become a human from the human being. So this was a short knowledge. We'll be back with some more knowledgeable video. Till then, have a nice day.